Alright guys, so before we get down into the video, just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who supported the channel. We've just hit 9,000 subscribers. Really appreciate that. Great timing as well, because it's actually my birthday, probably when this video is going to be released on the 24th of Feb. So great birthday present. Again, thank you very much. And to say thank you to you all, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So I'll leave details of that at some point in this video. But it's going to be one you probably want to check out. Also, I'm going to be doing a giveaway on my Patreon as well. So if you want 2 chances to win, you might want to consider joining that as well. You can join for as little as £1. Just have to do it for the month if you want, just for the giveaway, and then you can cancel it again. It's up to you. Obviously, you don't feel obligated to, but if you want another chance to win a watch, it's probably worth it. Anyway, getting down to this one. So this is actually a watch that's going to be launching on Kickstarter pretty soon. Not sure the exact date just yet. When I find out, I'll probably leave it down in the description or something, or pin a comment to let you know. But they've also got a page where you can sign up and you'll get notified when it launches. Again, details of that will be down in the description. So this is another 70s inspired watch. Yep, I'm doing quite a few of them at the moment. But this is a new watch, obviously, but it's 70s style. So it's going to be one of those you either love or hate, I think, because there's some interesting things about this one. But full disclosure, I was sent the watch for free. Been trying it out for a while. Don't have to send it back, but you know the score. Going to be 100% honest all the time, no matter what. So, question is it any good? Are you going to want to pick one up? Let's get down to it and find out. So, here's the packaging you'll get it in. This pretty nice leather watch roll with the branding in there. A little bit faintly done, but you can just about see it. And then that's a little magnetic clasp there. Open it up. We've got a little card in here, just to thank you for the purchase, and then explaining what the company's all about. And then, other than that, we've just got another little watch pouch. And again, this has got the branding on, the MT&W with the logo at the top. Again, really nice. Again, leather. Nicely done. And then we've just got the watch. So just pop this to one side. And here's the watch itself. So as you can see, as I said in the intro, it's definitely a 70s inspired chronograph. And the main interesting point with these watches, gotta zoom in and show you, is these dials. So there's a few different versions of this. This is the Panda version. They also have a Eclipse, a White Panda, an Oceanic, a Racing Green, and a Steel Grey. I'll probably leave pictures on screen so you can see all of them. But they all have this kind of patina look. So they're all actually hand patinaed, so they're all slightly different, so they'll all be unique. No two will be the same. And as I said in the intro, it's either going to be one of those you either love it or hate it, I think. I personally really like it, but I know some people aren't keen on faux patina. But I think it does look pretty good. Let me know what you think down in the comments though. So quickly zoom back out and then we'll talk about the dimensions before we get into a bit more detail about this. So we've got a diameter of 40mm, thickness of 13.6, but that does include a pretty high dome on that crystal. 20mm lug width, and then the all-important lug to lug is about 47.4. So pretty nice dimensions, as you can expect with this kind of style of watch. So let's talk about the rest of the case quickly. So we've got a fully polished case, a high polish. So it does kind of pick up scratches a little bit. Unfortunately, I've got a bit of a scratch here. And I've also got a bit of a smudge. So something you've got to be aware of when you have high polish watches. They will scuff up a bit. Got a nice sign crown there with the MT&W. And then we've got the just plain pushers. Other side, again, high polish. Nice curvature to the lugs. So will help conform to wrist, and again, that lovely high dome crystal. And then we've got the tachymeter around that. So that's a aluminium bezel insert with that thin tachymeter bezel. So kind of mixing the modern style there with it being thinner, but I think it suits the watch well. When it comes to the indices, you can see they're also high polish and they're all applied. I'll probably try and leave some macros in so you can see what it's like a bit better and show off that lovely distortion from the crystal. Then we've got the branding at the top, just printed. Then we've got the 3 sub-dials. So the one at the 3 o'clock is the 24-hour, the one at the 6 o'clock is the ticking seconds, and then we've got a 60-minute timer at the 9 o'clock. And again, with the other hands, well, with all the hands as well as the indices, they're high polished. And you can also see we've actually got a bit of lume on those hour and minute hands, so we'll be checking that out in a bit. And then we've got the minute track printed around the outside as well. So let's get a look at the rest of the watch. So we've also got a nice vintage style leather strap, which suits the watch really well. We've got some stitching at the bottom there and a nice bit at the top. We've also got a matching polished buckle with the branding, and it is genuine leather. Then we've got a screw down case back which is signed, and then that is brushed, so you don't need to worry about that getting scratched too much. That's not high polished, which is good to say because I'm not really keen on high polished case backs because they just scuff up far too easily. So when it comes to the movement in this, it's a VK63, so that's a mecha quartz movement, and then we've just got a push pull crown. So we pop it out once, we've actually got a ghost 8 position, so pop it out again. You can see the second hand has stopped, so we've got hacking, and then obviously we just change the time. Pop it back in, second hand re-engages, and then obviously you don't need to hand wind it because it's a quartz movement. When it comes to the quartz function itself, just press that top pusher to activate the chrono hand. And then you can see we kind of got a almost like a smooth mechanical sweep, hence the mecha quartz. And then press it again, stop it, press the bottom one, and it snaps back. So all working perfectly fine, as you kind of expect with this kind of movement. The VK movements are really rock solid, no issues with them at all. So now let's test whether we've got sapphire crystal on this. Using the trusty diamond selector 2. And we've just got a mineral crystal on that. Kind of in keeping really with the vintage kind of style they're going for, so not too big a deal. I personally probably would have preferred it to be sapphire, but I know a lot of people prefer it to be the vintage kind of style if that's the aesthetic they're going for. So they've got the mineral crystal and they've also got the aluminium bezel, so they're keeping it with the vintage style throughout. So quickly now check out the lume before we wrap this up. So you can probably see a little bit there on the hands already, but we'll charge it up, give it a proper chance. And there we go. So we've actually got a pretty significant glow initially. It does fade a little bit, but it lasts an okay amount of time. For this kind of style of watch, especially with it having the vintage style, I was pleasantly surprised though, because it doesn't actually have that faux patina lume, so it lasts an okay amount of time. I think it's probably C3, as we've got that green colour to it. And as I say, it's not the best lume, but for this kind of style of watch, it's better than you'd expect. So it's alright. So before we wrap this up, let's quickly talk about that giveaway that I mentioned earlier. So here's the watch that I'm going to be giving away. So this is the Aimimo Design. If you've not seen the review for this, I'll leave a link to it down in the description, so you can check it out, get all the details and everything, so you know what you're going to be getting if you do win. But if you do want to win it, you've just got to answer one simple question. Just leave it down in the comments, and the question is, when is my birthday? What date? Just leave that down in there, and then you'll be entered into the giveaway. and then I'll draw that probably in about a week or so, give people a chance to enter, and then we'll do the draw. Also, as I said in the intro, I'll be doing a separate giveaway on my Patreon. Again, I'll leave that down in the description as well, because on there I actually do a selection of watches so people can choose what they want to win. So there'll be a few different ones, so you might want to check that out. But let's get back to the actual review. So all that's left to do now is show you what it's like on wrist, and then we'll wrap this up. So this is what it looks like on my 7-inch wrist, and I think it does look really good. It's just a really nice overall design, I think. They've definitely captured that 70s aesthetic, between that high dome, that patina dial, the nice vintage leather strap. Really nice combination, do like that a lot. Really comfortable as well. And we've also got that aluminium bezel insert, as I said, mineral crystal, kind of in keeping with the older designs, but you still got that lovely high dome. So if you're not keen on this one, as I say, they have other dial options available. So if you want something a bit more colour, some of those might be more to your taste. If you're not that keen on this kind of design though with the faux patina, I don't think you're going to like any of them really. As I say, one of those you're either going to love or hate, but I personally really like it. When it comes to issues with this, I can't really think of any, to be honest. Possibly could have had sapphire crystal, that's one of those, either keep it the vintage style or go a little bit more modern with some bits, because this might pick up scratches a bit more easily. But again, that's personal taste. Other than that, I can't really fault it. For what they've set out to do, I think they've absolutely nailed it. If you can get in on that super early bird price of $168, I think you're getting a really good deal. And you're just getting a pretty unique watch as well, because as I say, each one is hand patinaed, so no two are going to be the same. They're all going to be pretty much one-off when it comes to the dial, which is a really nice touch. If you want to see some more vintage style pieces, I'll leave links to a couple at the end, but that's it for this one guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.